All right, we got top 100 recruit and Badger commit Zach Kinziger. Zach, how are you doing? How's summer treating you?
I'm doing good. It's been fun so far. Playing a little bit with my high school team and my AU team as well. Both have gone great. Kind of winding down now the games, but it's been a fun summer so far.
Let's go. So, obviously, let's just dive right into your commitment with Wisconsin. In recent memory, Wisconsin has not had a ton of success getting in-state guys. What changed your mind and made you decide to commit to Wisconsin?
Obviously it started with the coaching staff. They were great. All of the coaches really pursuing me and really wanting me. That showed a lot out of them. And then another big thing is just I like the part about being in state, being close enough to home, but also far enough away from home. Playing in
Sure.
front of 17,000 of my home state fans is pretty tough to beat. And then the guys on the team are all great. And then I just love. I've grown up being a Badger fan, watching Badger basketball. Love the way they play, and I can really see myself kind of fitting in there, like some past guys, like Bronson Koenig, Brad Davidson, guys like that. So that was also a big part in my commitment. So it was kind of a no brainer for me.
Yeah, so you mentioned Brad and Bronson, but yeah, who were some of your favorite players growing up?
Those two for sure. Brevin Pritzel was one of my guys. He went to the same high school as me, so he was definitely
Sure.
one of my favorite guys. Then guys like Sam Decker and Frank Kaminsky, obviously they were a big part of Badger basketball, so it's hard not to like those guys too.
Yeah, and over the years, I feel like Wisconsin, they've had good shooters. I would say Brad, Bronson, and Brevin are probably the three best, but, it's been a minute since they had a true sniper. I feel like that's something that's
Yeah,
been missing and something that you could bring to the table.
for
Just
sure.
talk about, becoming a great shooter. It doesn't really happen on accident. Just talk about your routine and how many shots are you getting up on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so my summer routine is a little different than my like in school routine, obviously. But I'll just bring you through one of my summer days right now, like today. So I wake up. We got our school speed and strength training, so that starts at 6 a.m. in the morning. So we got speed work out on the turf, and then lifting for about an hour and a half for those two, and then our basketball team goes right in the gym after, and we got a good hour workout in with our coach. He runs us through that. So that's all of our school stuff. And then I got a trainer. His name is Ty Ketz. And he's been really good for me. So I go there 3 times a week. About if I'm not there, I'm also with my guy Nate Burchell, who works at Synergy Sports. He's more of a athletic type trainer, getting my vertical up, trying to because that's one thing I can improve on for sure. But so I'm there the middle part of the day, and then I'm always trying to get shots up on my own whenever I can. My dad's a coach, so just have a key to the high school gym, and I'm always in there. So I would say roughly every day in the summer, trying to get over 500 shots up a day if I can at least.
I know you're staying busy, and I saw in another interview that you said, I'm not the biggest guy right now, so and that kind of excites me because I think you can put some more muscle and build some strength as time goes on. So just talk about the time you're spending in the weight room, and are you focusing on like how many calories you're taking in each day? How's that going for you?
Yeah, so the weight room is a big part of what I need to improve on. So obviously, I have my lifting with my school, and then I have my athletic training. So I'm focused on that quite a bit. I'll obviously focus on my skills still, but I think the weight room is where I'll really take it to the next level. And in terms of like my calories and stuff like that, it's pretty much as many as I can get in. Uh,
Sure.
that's going to be beneficial for me at this point because when I'm so active, I'm losing weight, so I gotta find some way to regain that back.
Yeah, no doubt. All the 40-year-olds watching this are going to be a little bit jealous, but
Yeah.
yeah. So Wisconsin, they're still filling out their recruiting class. What are you doing to try bringing in some recruits in your class? Are you recruiting at all on your own?
Yeah. So obviously, Will Garlock, who committed, we were good buddies. So I was pushing hard for him. He was supposed to play on my AAU team. Unfortunately, he went down with a broken ankle, so I didn't get to play with him yet. But guys like Davion Hanna, I got pretty close with him over the AAU season, so I'd love to play with him. Kai Rogers, kind of the in-state guys are the guys that I'm kind of pushing for a little bit because I have the best
Sure.
connection with them. So yeah.
And something that stood out to me about your game watching your highlights is that you can finish in a variety of ways around the hoop. Where does that come from? My hunch is it comes from having a big brother. Did you have to get creative in the driveway to score? But yeah, where do you think that creative finishing comes from?
The big brother was definitely a part of that. I
Yeah,
always used to be smaller than him. I'm actually a little bit bigger than him now. Got a little lucky in
sure.
that way. But I think I give a lot of credit to my one of my trainers, Ty Ketz. He puts a lot of time and effort into focusing what I need to work on and helps me with that. So, and then I guess it's just kind of natural instinct for me to kind of play when I don't have the athleticism to finish above the rim with some of the bigger guys. So I just kind of use shot fakes, play off 2 feet, get it up in the air a little bit more. So I give most credit to my brother and my trainer for sure.
Sure, yeah. I figured that would play a role at least because my old man was the third youngest, and my guy he's about 5'11", 6 foot now, but we'll play some 2-on-2, and he's like 56 now, but he score on whoever's guarding him because he is the sky hook in his game, and I
Yeah.
thought about that when I was watching your highlights. I'm like, yeah, he definitely that just comes from hours and hours of getting your shot blocked in the driveway and just
Oh
got
yeah.
to get creative with it. So I always think that having a big brother or big cousins, whatever it is, I think it's super beneficial
Yeah.
to your game and just getting a little bit tougher. But talk about right now. If you and your brother were to play 1-on-1, what's that looking like?
I'm obviously going to take myself in that one. I can't back down to him. It's a pretty good game though. He always kind of had me over the years, but I'm just a little bit bigger now, so I like to take myself. But I like to think we're like our skill sets are pretty similar. I just have that little size on him, so I think I'm going to take myself, but I don't think he would agree with that.
So yeah, talk about just your game in particular. Do you think there's any underrated elements that you don't get enough credit for?
I would say my defense for sure, and just my athleticism in general. Like everyone, I talk about using fundamentals to finish, but I can definitely go up and finish at the rim with anybody too, and then defend as well. I mean, the AAU circuit, I've got to guard some phenomenal guys. I guarded Brandon McCoy last week. Got a shot at the Boozers, Cooper Flag last year. So guys like that I've got to match up against. And I held my ground. So I think defensively, just being able to keep guys in front of me and slide to my feet is a big underrated part of my game.
And who are some players that you take inspiration from in your game? Some NBA players.
I've always been a big Steph fan in terms of shot. A lot of guards are just because he didn't have always the athleticism either. And then I'm kind of model a little bit of finishing after a little like Jalen Brunson a little bit. Just playing off of 2 feet, especially, is going to be a big part for me when I get to college. When I'm not able to just blow by my defender all the time, got to use my body a little bit. So I would say those two guys, kind of Steph for the outside game and working off the ball, and then like finishing around the rim, kind of like Brunson.
All right, good deal. And then my last question before the rapid fire round is just yeah, what talk about your relationship with the guys on the Badger roster right now.
So I'd say I'm closest with Freetag and Robinson, just the incoming freshmen that they have. Talk to them quite a bit because a lot of the guys when I get there are gonna be gone, unfortunately.
Sure.
But Blackwell, I've gotten to know a little bit. Klesmit's from Wisconsin, went to Nina, so got to talk to him a little bit. So it's been good. Anytime I get down there, I get a good conversation with all the guys and get to know them a little better when I take my official in the fall.
Yeah, you picked a good time to be an incoming freshman after 2025 because the COVID year is going to be gone, and
Yeah,
it's tougher than ever as a freshman right now because like why would you recruit an incoming freshman when
right.
teams can just pull a 23, 24-year-old who's been around the block? So yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, got a rapid fire round, so I'll give you a plethora of questions. Just answer in a timely fashion. My first question is, who's your favorite Hooper of all time?
LeBron James.
Oh, MJ or LeBron?
LeBron.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. But who's the best basketball player in the world right now?
Uh, have to go Jokic.
Okay. Do you have any hidden talents?
Um, I'm really good at ping pong.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favorite food?
Chicken wings.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Toughest player you've ever had to guard?
Cooper Flag.
Right. Favorite movie?
Top Gun Maverick.
Okay. Favorite sport outside of basketball?
Baseball.
Favorite cheat day meal?
Ooh. If I'm gonna go ice cream, and not really a meal, but dessert wise, that's my go-to.
Okay. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie dough.
Okay. Favorite lift in the gym?
Bench press.
All right. Favorite TV show?
Friends.
Favorite music genre?
Rap.
All right. And my last question is, if you could have dinner with any person right now who's alive, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Um, I think I'm gonna go with LeBron again. That's my guy right
Okay.
there. That's my guy.
Good deal. Good
Yeah.
deal. Well, Zach, thank you very much for your time. I'm excited to see what you do in the future. But yeah,
I
best of luck
appreciate it.
along the way and looking forward to staying connected along the way.
Yeah, thanks for having me.